Have you ever lost your keys, dealt with a locked door, or tried to fix a minor issue with your car, and suddenly felt an overwhelming wave of anger? But here's the strange part. You aren't actually mad at the door, or the car, or the keys. You are mad at yourself. Why do simple, everyday inconveniences sometimes make us question our own competence or memory? Why does a minor daily hurdle suddenly transform into a heavy feeling of personal failure? And most importantly, what happens when a simple conflict between you and an object turns into a deep, exhausting internal battle between what you want to do and what you feel capable of doing? When we face these daily frustrations, the tension doesn't just disappear. It accumulates and sinks deep into our subconscious. The situation stops being about a lost item or a broken engine. Instead, it becomes an accusation. We start blaming ourselves for being incapable, or having a bad memory, or making poor choices. The conflict shifts from the outside world to the inside world. It becomes a war between our desires and our perceived abilities. But why are we so vulnerable to this? To understand this, we have to look at how our psychological resilience is built. Think of your personality and mental adjustment like a growing tree. If a tree grows crooked from its very early stages, trying to force it straight later in life is nearly impossible. You either have to accept its crooked shape or cut it down entirely. Psychological adjustment requires the right foundation from the very beginning of life. It has to be nurtured successfully through every stage: childhood, youth, education, relationships, and our physical and mental development. When prevention is prioritized over cure, psychological health becomes an immunity against mental friction. If we don't build this foundation early on, we carry those crooked patterns into adulthood, making everyday stress feel like a monumental internal crisis. But here's the good news. Just because your tree grew a little crooked in the past doesn't mean you are stuck with it forever. While childhood shapes us, adulthood gives us the power to prune the branches. Here's how you can take control, resolve these internal conflicts, and free your mind. Take radical responsibility for your mindset. Once you are an adult and in control of your own life, you are responsible for your psychological adjustment. You must actively work to untangle the residues of your childhood. This means taking a hard, honest look at the flaws in your upbringing. Recognize your triggers so you don't constantly put yourself in situations that spark internal conflict and complex emotions. Practice deep self-awareness. You need to know your true self. Understand your actual capabilities, your desires, and the material constraints around you. But don't stop there. Try to understand the perspectives and feelings of the people around you. By constantly reminding yourself of your unique psychological friction points, you can navigate daily life with patience rather than frustration. The power of stepping back, creative liberation. Finally, when you hit a wall of frustration, stop pushing. At its core, creativity and problem solving are about liberating yourself from the immediate constraints of time, space, and stress. A creative mind uses the past but is never imprisoned by it. Have you ever noticed that the best ideas and moments of inspiration come completely out of nowhere? That's because inspiration requires relaxation and calmness. You have to free your mind from heavy, sharp, stressful thinking. When you are stuck in a daily frustration, walk away. Leave the problem alone for a while. Give your brain the quiet space it needs to look at the issue from a completely new perspective. By stepping back, you break the cycle of self-blame, unlock your mental immunity, and allow the solution to find you. The next time a small daily problem tries to turn into a war with yourself, take a breath. Remember that it's just a moment. Step back and give your mind the freedom it deserves.